Hey, Brian.
Oh, that is
Brian,
good.
You're drinking awfully loud over there.
Well, it's just, now that I have this Bunker Brothers official mug, I just want to drink whiskey out of it all the time, even though it's 11 a.m. So
it's 11 a.m. and you're drinking straight whiskey out of the official Bunker Brothers mug.
Let me just top it off a little bit here. And
okay, well, that's a lot of...
we're out of whiskey now. But if you want to be like me and my brother, and I assume you do, you'll want to get your hands on one of these Bunker Brothers mugs. We also have shirts and hoodies and even face masks. You can get all that and more at bunkerbrothers.pod.com. Again, that's bunkerbrothers.pod.com. Go there now. Hey, you know what? Let's just see how fast I can chug this whiskey.
Chug.
2, 3, 4.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Liftoff and the clock is started.
Welcome to Bunker Brothers. My name's Jack Gobbins. With me, as always, is my brother Brian Gobbins, half-brother, who is on the phone right now talking very loudly.
Okay, sorry.
Now he's shushing me, even though I'm doing the podcast. Anyway, we're here in our bunker. Our dead dad left us this bunker. It's full of crap. Brian is just giddy on the phone. He doesn't want to. He wants me to do the podcast. Brian, who are you talking to?
We would love that. We would love. Shh, dude. I'm on the phone with Paul McCartney
yeah, you're
right
shushing
now.
me again. I'm trying to start the podcast.
On the
Did you say Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney. Okay, yeah. We
what?
Would love that.
Paul McCartney? A Day in the Life? Help?
That'd be so great. Yeah, he's gonna provide us a lot of help. You're gonna love this shit.
What?
Yes, come over right now. We can talk about it. Oh,
Paul McCartney's
so
in Northern Ohio?
I gotta clean up.
Come over right now.
I've got to clean up. What should I?
Brian.
Okay.
Brian, were you just talking to Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney is coming right here to the bunker. I can't believe it. Yeah, come on, help me.
We gotta clean, dude. What are you?
I have like.
That's crazy. Is there a tour or something? I didn't think they could tour right now.
Me since I first worked with him when I was 15 or 16. Like
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you work with Paul McCartney? No.
Yeah, I was in one of his plays.
Beatlemania, Paul McCartney's plays. What are you talking about? What play?
No.
No, what?
You're such a fucking idiot. No.
What do you mean?
It's not the old Beatle guy. It's Paul McCartney.
Sir Paul McCartney.
No. I mean, I call him Sir, but this is the dude who runs the Norton Theater. He does all the productions for the Norton Theater. He's like a musical theater genius.
His name's Paul McCartney?
Yeah, his name's Paul McCartney. Can't believe you thought it was some old musician.
The Beatle, the famous, like the most famous band of all time.
The most famous. Oh yeah, I'm sure about this. Is the guy who's done every production in Norton, every single one.
Every production. Years. What are you talking about?
So he's a pretty
like
big
the
deal
best-selling band of all time.
Okay?
The music's
worldwide. It's a different Paul McCartney. Okay, it's a different Paul McCartney. Just get over it. All right.
I'm over it. I just didn't know.
I've admired this guy so much. Like I did a play with him once. And I also ran on stage during another one of his productions, and it really impressed Lena. It's like how I first really caught her eye.
Ruining a play impressed Lena?
Ruining a play by creating love. It's like social media where it's like, it doesn't matter what reaction you get. It's about how big it is. And I definitely got thrown out. So
that's a terrible advice for anybody to listen to.
Anyway, he is coming here. He's coming here right now because he wants
Ringo
to do...
Starr, your barber?
Okay, stop it.
What the hell are you...
Stop. No, I don't know that much about the Beatles. I'm not familiar because it's an old band that no one cares about. But what I'm trying to say is that he's coming here because he wants to pitch us on doing a musical about the bunker and our life story and our dad and everything. He wants to do a show. So get your singing pipes ready, baby. I know you're
not going to sing, Brian. It's just like...
I know you don't like to sing, but we got to impress this guy. I really, really want to be in the show.
I
want to be in the show. I want to be in the show.
I don't want to be in the show. I don't want to be in the show.
Oh my God, do not fucking ruin this for me, okay?
I'm not ruining it. I just don't want to be in the show.
We've got a very big theater director coming soon. We'll be right back. Okay, so we are back with the specialist guest we have ever had on the podcast. I'm so excited. This is Mr. Paul McCartney. Wow. Just... Jack Martin,
hello, boys.
Clap.
Hello, so
Hello.
good to see
Hi.
you. Brian, it's been such a long time.
I know.
Can it be that long ago that you were just that little young man on stage in my production of Fiorello, I believe it was?
Oh, yes.
Playing Boss Tweed. You were wonderful. It was just
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
Thank you. You were just delightful, and I have such fond memories of it.
I'm sorry, Paul. I think for the audience that we should let people know that you're Paul McCartney, but not the Beatle
my
Paul McCartney.
God.
I feel like it's just for our listeners.
Yes,
Not to be rude.
No, of course not. I understand. It's funny. I was actually named after this fellow, and I imagine, I believe that I've heard that he's, a musician, a popular musician of some kind. I'm not really familiar with him or
pretty popular.
or his work. I'm a theater person, you see, so I really just know theater. The only popular music that I follow, or the popular musician that I follow, is a guy named an artist named Chris Cross, or Christopher Cross.
Chris Cross.
Well, Christopher Cross.
Oh, Christopher
Cross. And then by extension, one day when I was looking for Christopher Cross's music online, I found the music of Chris Cross, the rap duo. So I like them both.
Oh, okay. So you're familiar with Chris Cross, but not the Beatles, the most popular.
okay,
No,
Jack, could you be
I've
respectful?
heard of these. I've heard of the Beatles, of course, but I couldn't tell you what they do or what their songs are or anything about
I mean,
them.
who can? They're just some old losers.
okay.
Like, we don't need to worry about them. We have the real Paul McCartney.
Well, it's his namesake. I'm not trying to be a dick.
I don't want to. I believe two of them are dead now, so
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really only follow living people. So anyway.
Yes.
Let's just talk about but that's I have to say this whenever I go. I'm not that one.
must be
on this
exhausting.
one, but
Yeah, it's got to be
It's
hard.
hard,
It's
it's
got to be
hard.
I
difficult.
love Chris Cross as well. I remember you saying they were a big influence on you back in the day. That's why I've worn my pants backwards for as long as I can remember.
Yes.
It makes
I thought you just didn't know how to put
it
on
makes
pants.
going to the
was
bathroom very
issue.
difficult at times, but I consider it like a more theatrical way of behaving.
Okay.
It just makes me want to
Absolutely.
jump. It just feels good. Like, okay, they're falling down a little, but you get the idea.
Yes, delightful.
So we are, I guess, having you on because, like, on the phone you said something about doing a musical about
Yes.
us and our lives. So I'm kind of stoked here.
Sorry.
I don't want to
excited
interrupt
too.
you, but I'm just, I'm kind of excited to show off my singing skills. I've been practicing ever since that first production.
I don't.
Yes.
Come on, Jackie. I'm a big singer. I'm like, oh.
I don't. You're a big city. You mean you sing in the shower, and you mean that you don't do that very often. So it's like, how much of a singer are you?
I'm
I
a
guess
great
is my-
singer. Listen, okay? My name is Brian, and I ain't lying. I could be crying right now because Jack is a fucking jerk, and he sucks so much. He sucks a big old donkey dick.
Okay,
See,
well, that's
it's
not
beautiful.
I think we've got our opening
done
number
the-
already for the show that I want to tell you about.
For what
my
show?
God.
Yeah,
What
yes,
show are
I'm
we
getting
talking
ahead of
about?
myself. I'm getting ahead of
Oh my
myself.
God, the opening number.
Jack,
what?
Brian,
The opening
Brian
number of
knows all
what?
this. Let me tell you, Jack, just so you know. As you know, I run the theater in town, the Norton, Light Civic Rep Players, and every year we've done the same show every year. It's just boring.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the Underground Railroad, which of course is a
right.
wonderful thing that Norton is
I've seen
famous
that.
for, but
Right.
due to changing times, shall we say, we can no longer stage it the way we used to with the cast we used to do,
right.
because the members, the passengers,
I don't necessarily
the passengers, as it were,
follow.
of the railroad. We have no one in town who can play them. the way they should be played. We used to be able to do that until a few years ago using makeup, but we can't do that anymore. So now, last year, if you saw it, it was just literally all the white townspeople of Norton in the 1850s standing there and watching a cardboard train go by on stage and singing a song about it. And so we're looking for something new.
It was a little confusing.
There goes the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, it was just like they were excited about a train.
Yeah, that was such a good one.
I don't think the message was clear.
It was a little confusing, but I felt like I finally understood the history.
Well, we took a big swing, and I always like that artistically to try to go there and take a big swing, but unfortunately it was a whiff. So when I saw and heard
changing it up.
Exactly. Cool. When I heard your podcast, I just leapt. First of all, I was so excited to hear Brian again after all these years.
Yes. Oh, wow.
And then my boss Tweed, there he was in the podcast. And then I heard about your father's bunker, and I just knew I needed to. This was a story that needed to be told, and I thought that it could be told musically on stage. Bunkers are very big these days, and holes. And just in general, it's a fascination of mine, and I just think it could be just a dynamite production for our theater this year. So that's what I want to do.
So you want to turn our podcast into a musical?
We are
that's
both
what's happened.
100% on board. We will sign anything you need us to sign. I will give you any belongings I have to make this happen. If there's anything I can give you to get a bigger part, I have lots of refuse and junk. We have almost hundreds of Cutthroat Island laser discs, and they are here for the taking, let me tell you.
You should pay somebody to be in the play, Brian. You should get paid.
We have Super Mario Bros. The movie. We have Cutthroat Island. We have a very hard to find DVD print signed by Neil Breen of I Am Here Now. So,
I mean, he can have all this stuff, but that doesn't, if you're in his musical, you're the one who should be being paid, isn't that?
Wow. No. Okay, this is Paul McCartney we're talking about. If anything...
Well, it's not the Paul McCartney, it's Paul McCartney.
I should be... Okay, it is
Paul.
the only Paul McCartney who has ever mattered to me, okay? So, let's just agree with that.
Okay. Yes. Well,
I'm sorry for my brother. He's not very musically minded. He's an obnoxious
I know who the Beatles are, so I'm a little musically minded.
Okay. I'm aware you know some old dead musicians. Way to go, Jack.
Paul McCartney's not dead.
No, well, he might as well be to me.
He might as well be. He's very. From what I've heard, he's very old. Just to
agree.
Brian and I share a certain language, a certain for me, because we're theater people, and Jack, I understand that you're not, but let me just say that I'm really prepared to do almost anything to get your life rights turned into this, what I think will be a sensational musical. Short of paying you any money, I don't have any money. We have a very modest budget.
Right, of course.
We don't need it. We don't need money when we're filled with the love of theater.
I don't think we should sign anything. I don't think we should sign our life rights away for no money.
That is such a non-theatrical perspective. Do you think the cast of Rent would care about money? No.
Yes, they were trying to pay rent. That was the point of rent. They had no money.
The whole point was about AIDS. You missed it. So dumb.
The point was they had no money for rent because they spent it all on drugs. That was what rent was about.
Right. Yeah, that's one interpretation of it. Yes, certainly.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're the theater guy, so sorry.
No,
sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. I believe that theater, like art form, should be done for the pure love of it. My theater is what we call a LORT D professional theater, and that D stands for the director is the only one that gets paid. Just a little directing, a little artistic director joke there. That's me. I mean, I've got to make a living. I've got to make a living,
Sure, right.
But what I am prepared.
If you would like me to, if you would like me to pay you now, I don't have that much money, but I will be happy. Anything from my wallet. I've got old sub club card, mostly punched. I've got. Oh wow, there's just a whole moth in here.
Paul, are actors normally this desperate to be on stage, or
yes? I can tell you officially, we are. Yeah. We are a thirsty bunch.
Actors are almost universally a very desperately needy bunch who will do anything to get on stage, and unscrupulous producers have taken advantage of that for going back to the time of the ancient Greeks.
It just needs attention.
And I love being
prepared.
taken advantage of.
Yes.
I love it.
Let me say that I am prepared. In order for you to sign over your full life rights to your life into the bunker, I will offer you substantial roles in the production. I'm prepared to have you be the stars of the production.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm so excited.
Great. I'm not necessarily interested. Brian seems
What?
super interested.
Jack,
so, I mean, you can.
Jack, you're interested. This could be your big chance to show your family that you're not just some stick in the mud. You're like,
I'm not just some stick in the mud. I'm saying
exactly.
Like, I don't
that could be your song. I'm just
embarrassed
a
that
dick.
I do this podcast
I'm not
in
just
real
a
life.
Stick. I don't belong in the mud. I've got crud on my ass, and my name is Jack. Oh, give me a snack. Give me a snack. See, that's just temporary. We could write better stuff later, but I think that melody will stay because it's pretty perfect.
That's very, very good, Brian. Very good.
Oh my God.
Let's say the show, what also was excellent about this, it also comes from my experience with these Underground Railroad shows, which had dozens of people in them, and you're always sort of, it's like herding cats. You've got to like say, come back for rehearsal.
Yeah.
It's only 5 minutes, a 5-minute break. There's not 10-minute break. So what's great about this, I think, is that this could be a very exciting musical with a very small cast of two, perhaps an older actor. We could import someone. I once met Martin Sheen. I could possibly ask him to play your father.
What?
He was in front of me. He was in front of me at a supermarket, and I said, "Oh, Martin Sheen," and he said, "Oh, thank you very much." So, I think I could play on that. But like I'm saying, it's a very small.
Call him based on a chance meeting years ago.
Sure,
that's how things are done
people
nowadays.
Know each other that way.
Okay, it's a theater.
Yes,
okay,
it's a
sorry.
theater.
I don't know all the
thing.
deets. I'm sorry.
You wouldn't understand, but
Jack,
I really don't understand. I don't understand.
Oh my God, the guy from the pharmacy commercials could be in a musical with me.
He could.
That stars me.
He could. If not him, then perhaps his son Emilio Estevez, who I believe is also very available these days.
Oh my God, the mighty Duckman himself.
That's correct.
Oh my God.
That'd be a weird casting. So Brian would be.
So let's talk about that.
Yes.
Brian, if you could play any part, who would you want to
audition? I would love to audition for the role of Brian. I think I could nail it. I know it's a huge part. It's a huge part in the story of our lives.
Yeah, so fucking huge.
I think I see Brian as sort of like a tragic hero. He's just he's suffering from the loss of his father and gets this bunker and he wants to explore it and find the secrets of it, but like his brother is just this like albatross that's just like dragging him down and just like pulling him into the depths like some sort of like Lovecraft monster. He's like this tentacle beast. Maybe there could be some ribbon like staging with that.
No.
Certainly.
Jack is like this like giant vomiting scum monster, and he's just like, bruh, clean the bunker. And I'm like, oh no, won't someone save this noble, young, virile man? That could be something.
I think that is something, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? So I don't. So Brian plays Brian. So we're just playing ourselves.
We'd have to audition. You'd have to audition, of course. You'd have to come in with two monologues, a contemporary, a classical, an upbeat tempo song, and a ballad, perhaps, and some dancing. But that's all. We can make that all happen.
So Brian should audition to play his stupid self.
Yeah, I'm warming up. Fussy. I think I can still do this.
Are you auditioning now? Is this the audition?
I'm gonna do it, okay? I can nail this.
Why not?
I know. Okay. Don't bury your love underground. Keep it above where it could be found. Oh, Lena, have you seen her? She's my queena, tambourina, limousina, diarrhea. How was that? It came out of nowhere. Wow. I don't know what it was.
Paul, where did you get a keytar?
Oh, yeah, he always carries that around. It's just sort of for his backbeating and stuff like that. He's a musician. You would not understand that.
You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. You see, it's a guitar with keyboards, hence the name keytar.
Keto. No,
Yeah,
I get that.
exactly.
I'm just saying I didn't.
I believe
It
Christopher
didn't
Cross.
seem like you got
I believe
it.
Christopher Cross probably plays one of those, but not the other other McCartney.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Well, that's
true.
very
He doesn't
good,
have
Brian.
the chops.
That's very good, Brian. I had an idea for a song
thank you.
that the two of you, the two brothers, could sing because you're half brothers. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
It would be sort of like two halves make a hole, and a hole with WH, but also a
God.
hole like hole in the ground that we're all in right now. It would be
Right.
something like that.
Oh, so two
halves
halves
make
make
a
H-O-L-E.
Fill my
Yes.
hole, Jack, with your love. You've got to
don't-
fill my hole up now. My hole
I
is
don't-
empty, it's just a half. But when you
don't-
mash it in there, there's a gash. That's where the hole exists in my heart. Jackie, you're tearing us apart. Now I will rip a glorious fart. And then maybe like a fart solo for like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, but the beginning of that, it sounded like you wanted to have sex with me.
Ew, you're so fucking gross, dude. We're trying to impress
I mean,
Paul
I know
McCartney.
it's a theater thing, and like that's
Now
No,
there
like,
is no room for that kind of behavior in the theater. I won't have you. I won't have you
sorry,
say
it's
that
just
about
like
theater
he's-
people. Now,
I wasn't saying. I was saying the beginning. It sounded like he wanted to have sex with his own
Okay,
brother. and I
gross,
got-
dude. Gross.
It's just the song.
all right,
It was your
fine,
song.
Fine. You know,
The
I'll
song
just,
came from my
I'll
heart.
just,
It didn't-
I'll just. We don't have to do this play. I'll just go. Goodbye. I'll see
No.
you.
No,
We
I'm
have
sorry.
to
I don't
do it.
wanna
We
ruin
have
the
to
play.
do it. It's
Okay,
gonna be
all right,
great.
all
It's
right.
gonna.
I don't want to ruin the play. I was just. What if it was like this? Hey there, here's my brother. We're both brothers and we live in a bunker. What do we do all day? Well, I do all the work and Brian does nothing at all. He sleeps and he shits and then he complains about how his shit really smells bad. And then I say, Brian, why don't you flush the toilet? And he says, it's too much work.
Okay, well, that
Wait,
happened
wait,
one
wait, wait,
time,
wait,
but-
Brian, hang on. He's in the middle of
what?
something. Go, continue, Jack. Continue.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I
think you've got something. Go.
I mean, I agree. It's pretty good for Jack, but
one
still, it
time
sounds-
his shit was so bad, I had to call the police to
Okay.
come, and they said it wasn't safe to live here for two growing men. So they boarded up the place and shut it down, and I said it's just Brian shit, and then they laughed at him, and it was a little. I'm sorry, I sort of trailed off there at the end, but
That's
it's
good.
based on a
You know,
true story,
I
too.
believe I read that article. It was an article about that in the Norton Press. So
Yeah. I thought it was a gas leak.
Yes, yes.
It was a gas leak, but it wasn't.
Let me just tell you something, Jack. When I first came here, I had you pegged as a, somebody to know anything. Not a theater person, but I eat my words. I was wrong. You're a natural for the stage. You're
Thank you.
quite wonderful.
Thank you.
In fact, I've always been a fan of what we call in the theater non-traditional casting, meaning that we
Oh
don't
my
cast
God.
people like, for instance, the obvious way to go, the obvious choice would be to have Brian play Brian. But I'm thinking now
Yes.
that I think, Jack, you should play Brian. How would you, Jack? Jack, will you be my Brian? Will you
That's
be my
interesting.
Brian?
Yeah, I'll be your Brian. Yeah. I'm totally on board. You know,
I'm the role in front
sorry,
of me.
You came in, you didn't know who the Beatles were, but like, I'm getting theater now. I get it. I
You
feel
only get it because it benefits you. You're like a
No,
libertarian.
I feel the like singing. Like I felt something. It's like they discovered
God.
Charlize Theron just sitting in a bar. That's how they discovered
That's
her.
because she's
Like,
crazy hot. You couldn't not discover her. She's like the only good thing in South Africa.
But I'm saying it's the same thing. It's like I'm talented. Maybe I just didn't know.
That's
Maybe I just didn't
exactly
know.
it.
And Paul McCartney here, he brought it
That
out.
is exactly
So
it.
I get it. I do get it.
This is
Wonderful.
ruining my
Because you've
life
got
right
such
now.
a
You can't cast.
You've got such a Brian energy about you. Just ooze Brian.
God.
I think you're just fantastic.
Should I go method? Should I stop bathing and like wear a fat suit? And,
Okay, stop that. That's not what I'm like. Okay, I've never worn a fat suit. Well,
Okay,
I
well,
did
just-
in that one time in
Well, when you were
after
Boss
prom where
Tweed,
they had
you
us do
did. Yes,
sumo
you had a
suits.
giant fat suit.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
then
Boss Tweed.
And also, I did it once for Lena for a sex thing, but it was because she wanted to.
I wore a fat suit to impress
God.
my dame.
Dame.
And she came. How's
Okay,
that?
stop.
That's
stop.
good.
Okay,
That's
no,
good. That's good. I think
very good.
I think that's better
That's
than the
Brian.
other song that Brian, whatever your name is, what you sang at the beginning of when I first came in.
What?
I think that's
What
much
happened?
better.
Should I write this down?
Yeah, we should be writing this down. Someone should be writing this down.
I am Brian. I ain't lying.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my
Brian
God.
and Lion.
I don't buy it.
It's just an obvious rhymes. I'm sorry, Brian, but it's just obvious
No,
rhymes.
no, I can
good.
do more. I can do non-traditional rhymes. I'm a star and I'm driving my car. Fuck, no, I can't. I can only do really conventional.
Yeah.
That's not really
Oh,
right.
damn it.
It's not even really
Yeah,
not even approximate.
that's all right. It's
Oh
all
my God,
right.
what would
It's all
Kendrick
right.
do?
Well, Brian, we'll find
think,
something
think,
else for
think,
you.
think.
We'll find something else for you in the show. There must be some other
Really? Oh,
something.
I know.
You could
I
play
could
the
play
bunker,
Jack. I can
or-
do that.
What, Jack?
The
Yeah, you could be the
bunker?
bunker.
You could play Jack. Oh, Jack. Let me just
I
say
can play
something.
Jack. I've got no dick. I've got no dick. Where's my dick? I can't find it because I'm a big dummy.
Is that a song? That's not a song. That's like talk singing.
My name is Jack.
that's like recitative.
I always talk smack. One time I had a friend named Moondog who smoked crack in the bunker where we hunker. I tried to sell my own son pot. I am filled with such ennui, as you can now see. When I have to go pee, I use the kitchen, which is bitchin', because there's a
Paul,
toilet inside.
When you audition people, do you usually tell them that they don't have the part right away?
Not
God,
usually.
do you wait until later to tell
No,
them?
usually we're much more tactful than that. But since we're all friends here, we're all we're just all bunker. But
Yeah.
I want to say something else too. I feel at home here, even though I've never been here before. But I've seen this bunker many times on film, in your father's films.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh my God, you've watched the films?
I saw one or two at a men's club kind of smokers type situation.
Oh my
he
God.
was quite good, by the way. I mean, he would have been a fantastic stage actor if he had wanted to venture
Yeah, I mean,
out of
if
there,
they
but-
allowed public nudity, in,
Yes.
I
If he
mean,
had put some pants on, he could have been a stage
oh my
actor.
God.
Yes. So
For those who don't know, our dad had full frontal nudity in a lot of his films. Oh my God. You always
It's
thought-
theater,
yes,
Brian. You wouldn't
it was
understand.
theater.
It's like art.
That's exactly right, Brian. Jack. Brian doesn't understand what art and is all about, but
He just
he
doesn't.
just doesn't get it like the
He
way
doesn't
we
get
do.
it, is the thing. Yeah.
This isn't fair. Okay, I should play
like,
Jack
is
or
desperation,
something.
is that a good quality for an actor to have? Is sad desperation?
No,
is that
that
what
usually
it
is
is?
not a
there's
winning
reason.
quality.
Yeah.
There's a reason for the way I feel. Okay, when I played Boss Nash or whatever,
Tweed.
Tweed. Yes. Boss Nash is the action figure I have here from Star Wars
yeah.
Episode 1.
Star Wars.
The
Episode
Phantom
1.
Menace. Oh man,
Yes.
I love the Star Wars Lego kits too. I wish I could buy more right now.
You're sort of getting off track, Brian.
I'm just saying, I wish I could. Okay, they're great, and also the TV shows were great too.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that, okay, you know how things. I've been on the rocks with my ex-girlfriend Lena. She saw me in one of those productions, and she saw me run up on stage during a couple where I wasn't cast and take the microphone and shout, "Hey, Lena, look at me. I love you. Look at this." And then I showed my fanny a little bit. And it really made her impressed that I would, put such work into something and get out of my comfort zone. And I just think of theater as like an expression of feelings. And I just want to do something where I can show her that I'm not just some loser who lives in a bunker with his broken marriage brother.
Sure.
I just
get it.
can you give me
understand.
something?
Of course.
Some sort of role
Now,
in this?
hang on, fellas. I have an idea. An idea is coming to me. It happens sometimes. This is so complicated, but
Okay.
sometimes I just get an inspiration. What if we did this? What if instead of it just being a show about you two half brothers who don't like each other and one of them pees in the wall or whatever, that
Brian.
we made it
Brian, yeah.
about a show about the making of the show. So it'd be a play within a play, within a musical, within a stage, within a city, within a state, which is Ohio.
Okay, yeah.
So in that
Meta.
case, then meta. That's what it's called. That's exactly Jack.
Meta. Sorry.
Jack, you really understand these things.
I'm starting to get
amazing
it. I'm
me.
starting to get it,
You
yeah.
absolutely are. In that case, we did that. Then if Jack played Brian. And we got
Yeah.
someone fantastic, some amazing. We brought someone in from out of town to play Jack. someone who could embody all the greatness that is Jack.
could do
but
that.
then, Brian, what if you played my part, the director who comes in and finds the genius that is Jack and casts him to play Brian in the
That's
show?
good. Wow, that's good. That's good. I didn't even think of. That's like a theater idea. I've never even thought.
I guess that's good. Yeah, but is the director really? I mean, he is a big part in the story, but like, I don't know.
In this part of the story, he is
to
a
me,
big
it's
part.
the most important role in the entire thing. That's how I feel.
I mean, yeah, that's. I can see your perspective on that. Oh wait, I know. So I'm the director, right? So like, I can just be like, now I am the director, so therefore I will cast Brian as Brian. He's the only one who can play the part. And now I'm Brian.
That was your director. That was your director.
It was pretty spot on. It sounds just like
First
him.
of all, no director sounds like
accent?
that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even place that accent. It sounds like something.
I
don't
am
even know
a
what it was.
director. I am from a theater conservatory. Miss McGillicuddy.
I don't know. Yes, did you go to the Gail Gordon Theater Conservatory? Is that right?
I don't know what that means.
I watched a lot of the Lucy Show, okay?
Gail Gordon
not
played Mr.
allowed in
Mooney on the
here.
Lucy Show, as we all know.
Yeah.
Mrs. Carmichael. Yes, man.
I thought it was good.
Not to be
You're
confused
terrible.
with Frank
You're
Nelson,
not a
the
good
late
actor,
great.
dude. I'm
don't
sorry.
Don't confuse Gail Gordon with Frank Nelson. Frank Nelson was this guy. Gail Gordon was like Mrs. Carmichael, that guy. Anyway, they were both wonderful men. I worked with them many years ago in a production of the Sunshine Boys. They were fantastic. They were just wonderful.
All right, well, I'll take your
anyway,
word
we're
for
getting
it.
ahead of ourselves. I want to make you, Brian, play the. It's the director or nothing else. The director or I don't know the rat
Fine,
running
I'll do
around.
it then. If
you
it's
want to
nothing
play,
else,
if
I
you want
mean-
to play the rat running around, you can play him. Or if not, you'll play the director or nothing.
You're making me be the rat? Holy
You have a choice.
crap.
I mean, I just didn't like. If you're going to be the director, I don't think you should do that accent. I mean, you should do it, but like do it good.
Could I do it as the rat? I will now be the rat. Allow me to.
Are you the rat now? Or are you still the
on your
director?
pipes. I don't know. I'm trying, man. I'm just trying to find a role for myself in this crazy world.
I don't know. You know, as let's just cut bait, as they say, and just get right to it and say that, Brian, you just don't have it. You had it once when you were Boss Tweed all those years ago.
What?
But you just don't really have it now.
You had it all
I'm
those
afraid.
years ago. You're a child star, and you've since gotten.
I didn't even know I was a
that's
child star.
Some
Yeah, you
some
were.
child stars.
I could have been famous, but now
Yes,
I'm the
that's right.
lamest.
No,
Is that
no.
anything?
You know, some
Still trying.
child
I'm
stars.
I'm sorry, but if my
some
brother
child
is such
stars-
a good actor, why hasn't he done a good job of portraying me yet? That's all I want to know.
I've done
what
a
is
great
his-
job.
I think he's doing a fantastic job of portraying.
I'm doing a great job.
Fantastic
My name
job.
is Brian. I'm saddest boy in the world. Hey there, I suck. See?
That's not me. That's nothing like me. You didn't even.
Paul, is that Brian or not? Did you just
That's
see Brian
him.
before your eyes?
You've captured him. You've captured him.
No, that's
His
not
essence.
Brian. Brian is, I love big titties. They give me nice memories. See, nice memories because it's memories. And I have that tit fetish.
Yeah.
It's not a joke
Yes,
play, Brian.
yes.
It's a serious drama
This is a
musical. I'm
serious
pretty sure.
drama. Yes, this is.
It's not Les Mis. It's about our dad who fucked a lot, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, I'll gladly sign as long as I can be an actor because I've got the bug.
No,
I've got the bug.
I'm not
You're
signing.
in, Jack.
I'm not signing anything unless I get a big, fat, juicy part. Okay, I'm not signing
That's
nothing.
not the way it
unless-
works.
I want a big, juicy
It's
part.
not
you know,
the way it. I'm sorry, Brian. It's not the way it works. You know, some child actors go on to success as adults, like say Jason Bateman. But some child
Yeah, sure.
actors are failures as adults. Let's say like Justine Bateman. So it's just you're in the Justine Bateman camp. I'm afraid
just-
That's not fair.
It's just not going to happen. She was fine as Mallory, but after that, what is she doing now? So I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. You have
All right,
sometimes you have to tell it like it is in the theater, and that's the way it is. So you could be me,
theater. I
you
like
could be
that.
the rat, or I don't know. You could play the ladder that goes down to the whatever. But I want Jack, and I want this story.
well, I'm not
Yes or
signing
no?
unless I get something better. I'm sorry, I'm not signing. There you go. That's it.
Is it a 50-50 thing or or like, can I just sign?
No, Jack,
it's
come
all-
on.
you know, it's all or nothing. You know, fellas. Let me just say something. I really wanted to make this work, but it's just clearly not going to work. So let's just say we tried. We'll forget about it. And what I'll do is I've got plenty of material now based on everything you told me about your lives and what's going on with you. That I'll just take your story. I won't pay you for it, but I'll just take it, appropriate it, and turn it into a show of my own about two other brothers called, Jim and Bill or whatever it is, and they don't live in a bunker; they live in a fish tank. And I'll
You're
make
just
it
gonna
my
steal
own.
our story?
Yes, for lack of a better word, yes.
That's just what they do in theater sometimes.
Is this the showbiz? Is this what the?
Yes,
this is how theater happens.
Exactly it. That is exactly it. Look at that show that's been running on Broadway for 11 years now, The Book of Mormon. They stole that from the actual Book of Mormon. You don't see Brigham Young suing them, do you? No, that's what happens. These are what things do.
That's
people do this in the theater.
total plagiarism.
So yes, it's
Chicago. They just stole Chicago, the city.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's exactly right. Hamilton. They took Hamilton was dead. He couldn't do anything about it. Spoiler alert.
Right.
But yes, that's the way it goes. So I'm sorry.
I didn't finish it. It's so long.
Wait, I could do Hamilton. We've got a cot right here. I'm not throwing away my cot. I'm not throwing away my cot. Yeah, right? It's pretty hip. But the kids,
it just, neediness and desperation just isn't your color.
So sad.
It isn't your color, Brian. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you go.
So you're just going to steal our stuff and do your own musical?
And in fact, I'll cast someone great, like perhaps my friend Martin Sheen, to play me in the musical based on this.
What's
and
my
he'll
role?
have a song. He'll sing a song about stealing based on my favorite artist, Christopher Cross. Stealing is what I like to do in order to make my shows. Stealing, it's a way to make money and not pay any schmoes. I like it. I think I feel really good about it. I'm gonna run right home now and write it. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
Martin Sheen is gonna kill
right,
that.
well,
Martin Sheen
if you reconsider and if you
it.
got a part for me, he's gone.
He's gone.
Great.
That's showbiz, baby.
That's showbiz, baby. I can't believe you ruined this for me, Jack. We could have been
What are you talking about? You ruined it for me. I was going to be
I
a
could have
star.
seduced Lena with my sexy dance moves, but now I'm back to being sweaty fart boy in the bunker.
You said you aren't a good actor.
Okay, fine. You know what? I got a plan. We'll be right back. Okay, so we are back. The director's gone, and I came up with an idea to take everything that we've recorded so far and turn it into a musical song thingy, like a medley, and then we can beat him to the punch and release it.
Copyright it first, then it's like we did it first.
Well, it's our life story, so it's like we should be able to do it.
But
So
Brian, he's so talented. Like I
know we're not going to be able to beat him in terms of talent, but if we beat him to the punch, he'll look like the second guy who's copying.
I'm just saying, like, when you said Paul McCartney was coming and then Paul McCartney didn't come, but then that Paul McCartney came, I was like, oh my God, here we go.
He's way better.
He's so
way
good.
better.
He's so good.
The actual Paul McCartney is a flaming pile of shit.
He's trash
compared to this.
The Beatles are trash compared to that guy, and that's why I'm like,
after this, let's just break into like a music shop, and I guess those don't exist anymore.
No.
Let's break into wherever they store MP3s on a server and just burn the Beatles music because it's trash compared to that guy.
We could go to Guitar Hero Guitar Center.
Yeah, we could go to Guitar Center.
Smash some
We could go to
guitars.
the one in Akron. That could be cool. Yeah, that's pretty rock and roll. Well, we're musical. We're theater people, so we should.
I love this song. That song that God.
It's so catchy.
It just came up at the top of his. I'm sorry.
I know. He's like the Christ of singing, but like we can't. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. Let's just. Okay, we're gonna premiere what we've got so far. So let me just press the button, and here we go.
Stealing is
stealing
is stealing is stealing is stealing is stealing is stealing is stealing is
Here's my brother.
Jack. 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 Jack.
What do we do all day? Well, I do all the work and Brian does nothing at all.
My name is Brian, and I ain't lying.
Stealing,
Hey there, here's my brother.
3, 4.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Thank you for listening to Bunker Brothers. I'm Matt Shore, aka Brian. That was Mike Kolar as Jack. Special thanks to our very special guest, Michael Price, who played Paul McCartney. No, not that one. You may also know him as an extremely talented, award-winning writer from The Simpsons, F is for Family, and much, much more. If you haven't seen F is for Family yet, check it out right now on Netflix. Thank you so much for taking the time to sing with us, Mr. Price. You are the nicest guy in show business, hands down. Now, the rest of you, please subscribe on Apple or Spotify and leave us a rave review. We're on Twitter at brothers_bunker, and we are Bunker Brothers Pod on Instagram. You can buy a shirt or a mug to support our show at bunkerbrotherspod.com. That's bunkerbrotherspod.com. Now, you stay safe, happy, and healthy out there, and remember to wear your mask. Okay, bye-bye.